um, over while you're practicing and helping businesses understand, and you made a fair point. 1997 things have changed. Dot com came. Our perception of competitive advantage changed. So, how has business taken that evolution? Like from your vantage point, looking at last 30 years, what have you seen? How the world of competitive advantage changed, or the perception of
Yes,
having an edge changed?
yes, yeah. So here, before 1997, it was an analysis of gaining market share. You pick up the directly competing, indirectly competing firms, and then say what are the barriers to entry, what's the barriers to exit, and so on. That's over because the algorithms allow adjustment in milliseconds. Take Walmart, it adjusts prices every hour on a number of items. We couldn't do that before. So you got to get a machine learning. You got to know the consumer data, external and internal. The total change. Now there are about a dozen or so companies that are digital based. 99% of the companies still don't have the algorithmic engines. They're now coming through. COVID forced them to do that. There is a myth about it takes too much time. There's no return. It's very costly. That's all gone. Today, we have now vendors who will come in, who will begin to show you results in 10 weeks in less than $500,000. Showing results will tell you have ROI on it. Right now, what I'm telling and taking people through, the risk of not doing this is death. Retail sectors has amply shown that since Bezos became in retail, look how many companies are going bust. What is happening to the malls? And these big companies had cash. They had embedded base. They had brands. Walmart began really better when Doug McMillon came in. And the family owns 51%, so they can do it. They're making a very good progress in Walmart now. But the sales growth in Walmart is anemic compared to the Amazon. And this competition will continue. Now Target coming through, Home Depot coming through. But you can't name very many other companies. But they're all learning it. And Walmart gaining share largely from other analog companies. Time has come to make the decision and move because the penalty is high. Now you turn that around, put the foot to the pedal, and you can create a very bright future. Walmart stock prices doubled. Think about that. Target has doubled. They put the foot to the pedal. It can be done. Disney has come back. They bought a company for $250 million and they got the religion. They got to do streaming. It's back. It's now got almost 95 million subscribers. They were declining for their revenues on the television. Bob Iger did a good job. He should have done it 5 years earlier. It was all there. And by the way, Netflix would have never been built had Disney not giving the library. Now they're recouping that. So the CEO, the board, even though you are a small company, open your mind. We now have in America 100% of the population in some way using algorithms, machine learning, data. All these cell phones, they're all data-based. The now new generation is using our data-driven, algorithmic-driven appliances they are mentally accustomed to. They are the ones who compare prices, compare offerings.
Interesting. So, I think one thing I find fascinating about your journey and your portfolio of clients that you are helping stay competitive. So, one are, say, GEs of the world, or say uh, they have been here for hundreds of years. They have been they have seen multiple bursts and cycles along the way, survived. And then you have this new and up and coming rising stars like Amazon and those guys who are relatively newer. And even if you look at from the market perspective, market treat them differently, right? So if GE is taking too much risks, or if you don't see a massive price earning on GE stocks. On the other side, if you look at Netflix, the public give them a pass, or the investor gives them a pass when it comes to their risk taking ability. So when you're helping, say, businesses who have a legacy model, who have been there for quite some time, and now getting into this digital disruption, how do you explain them that
Yeah,
how,
yeah,
how can they prepare
yeah.
themselves?
So first thing is that I explained to particularly two people, CEO and CFO. And we say that you have to show to your shareholder how you're going to create value, market cap. And the market cap, how you're going to show speed. And to do the market cap, you need revenue growth that is profitable. So now we say you have a value chain end to end, supplier, your own area, and then the customer. In between you and the customer, you have distributors. So we build first the database. So we create single source of truth first. That can be done in 10 weeks. And then we show them how to use to create more revenues. How do you use the data to create growth in revenues? How do we use in data to create innovation for the customer? We do this first as a pilot so they can bite it. We got the people to do this. And once they got the confidence, then we have to get a larger group in the company because they will always be skeptical. We have been doing these things for years. Can this data be relied upon? So you run that in parallel. And when the confidence is built, then it goes forward. It's slow, but when they pick it up. So it is smallest companies as low as 24 million to as high as 100 billion. And so 100 billion companies creating their own internal mechanism, like a JP Morgan, like a Bank of America. It's good they're doing that. Like Walmart is doing it. Walmart bought a company, and that company person has done it before for Amazon. And this company, they put them into high gear to put what Amazon doing it. Many things Walmart is doing is basically what Amazon is doing. Walmart has an advantage to use these stores as the pickup places. So they're leveraging that. Very good news. But they are getting very similar to what Amazon doing. Walmart is very high, very large size on roughly 550 billion. Amazon is around 400, but Amazon is growing at 25%. Walmart is less than 10%. So it's going to catch up in 3 years or less.